Now, dear students, mechanical property of solid numerical chapter number 9, and today we will complete the numericals from 11 to 17. Okay, so here we are just starting the solutions of the numericals. So here we have the numerical number 9.11. The statement is quite large, so I am just representing the conceptual base of the numerical here. A 14.5 kilogram mass fastened to the end of a steel wire, unstressed length of the steel wire is the 1 meter, is whirled in a vertical circle with the angular velocity, and it is given the 2 revolution per second, so probably it's a type of a frequency we have. Now uh, at the bottom of the circle, the area of the cross section of the wire is given 0.065 meter square. Calculate the elongation of the wire when the mass is at lowest point of its path. Okay, so here we have the basic formula that elongation can be computed by the help of the Young modulus is there. So the Young modulus of the steel is given, but how can we make the assumption? Okay, so Young modulus can be stated as a force. Here we are just assuming this one force like a tension, so I am just representing it by the tension upon, that means delta L upon L is there. Okay, so how can we make the computation of the elongation? So we are just separating the meaning of the delta L, that is called the tension, and area is directly given, we have into Young modulus of the steel along with the length of the steel wire. So these are the basic that mean portions we have. Now what we have to be calculate in this scenario, we have to be calculate the tension at the lowermost point. Okay, so here we are just assuming this one is the direction of the tension and the weight is acting in a downward direction. Okay, so now as it is whirled in the vertical circle, so we are just making the force law at the lowest point, so I can write the tension minus mg makes the concept of the centripetal force, that is called the Fc. And here we have to be find out the meaning of the tension. So tension can be write as a centripetal force plus mg is there. Even we can write that tension is equal to centripetal force, that is called the mv square upon r, and plus of mg is there. Okay, so this is the basic formula we have. Further there is a need to be converted because the angular frequency is given. So T, that centripetal force, can be write that omega square r plus of mg is there, and T can be further write in the part of m into 2 pi nu whole square plus of mg is there. So this is the simplest representation of the particular tension we have. So here we are just keeping all the values of the parameters and getting the meaning of the tension. So we know the mass that we are writing that 14.5, as I am making the common of it. Okay, as a whole, just small bracket is there, 2 into 3.14 into frequency, that is 2 revolution per second whole square, and plus of, that mean m plus of g is there, 9.8 is there, bracket close. So whenever I am just making the solution of that portion, so it comes in the part of 2 4 3 1 4 9 4 Newton is there. So this is the portion of the tension we have. Now here we have to compute the elongation because we have discussed the tension here. So I can write that delta L is equal to meaning of the tension we have 2431.4 1.94 into length of the original length of the wire, steel wire, that is called the 1 meter, is to be divided by area of the wire, that is getting 0.065, and into Young modulus, that is 2 into 10 to power 11 Pascal. So we are just getting the elongation in the part of the meter. So it comes that 1.87 into 10 to power minus 3 of meter is elongation we have. So this is the simplest representation and the solution of this problem. Now question number 9.12, here we have task given the compute the bulk modulus of water from the following data, where the volume, initial volume is 100.0 liter and the V2 is the 100.5 liter, Now the atmospheric and the pressure increase come in the part of the 100 atmospheric pressure, and the value of the 1 atmospheric pressure is 1.013 10 to power 5 Pascal. So how can we make the assumptions of the bulk modulus? So we have the simplest formula bulk modulus, that is called the P upon, that mean delta V and V is there. So this is the simplest meaning of the bulk modulus we have. Okay, so here we have to be pay the attention that to find out the change in volume. So we can make the change in volume, that is delta V, that is called the V2 minus V1. So 100.5 minus of 100 liter is there. So we will make the little bit changes. 0.5 liter, that is called the 10 to power minus 3 meter cube. If you are just making the conversion of that part, so this is the simplest the conversion of the, that means delta we have. Now we can make the computation of the bulk modulus. Pressure comes in the part of the 100 atmospheric pressure. 100 into 1.013 into 10 to power 5 Pascal is there. Again, and the initial volume which we have given, that is called the 100 liter, that is called the 100 into 10 to power minus 3 is there, along with the dividation of the change in the volume, that is called the 0.5 into 10 to power minus 3, and the bulk modulus, that mean modulus of elasticity. So simply we are just getting this one value in the part of the Pascal is there. Okay, so whenever we are just solving the whole fraction, we are getting the value that 2.026 into 10 to power 9 of Pascal is there. So this is the simplest solution of the question number 9.12 we have. Now here we have the question number 9.13. What is the density of the ocean water at a depth where the pressure is 80 atmospheric pressure? Given that the density at the surface of the water, that is called the 1.03 into 10 to power 3 kilogram per meter cube, where the compressibility, and definitely we know the meaning of the compressibility is simply the reciprocal of the bulk modulus. Okay, so the meaning of the compressibility we have, that is called 45.8 into 10 to power minus 11 Pascal inverse, and the atmospheric pressure meaning we have that 1.013 into 10 to power 5 Pascal is there. So how can we make the assumptions of the density of density of the ocean water at the particular depth we have? Okay, so we can start this one question. As we are just making the movement from the upper side to the lower side, so there is a probably change in the pressure, and at the depth we have 18 atmospheric pressure, and at the surface we have the 1 atmospheric pressure. So there is a little bit delta P, that is called the P changes. P can be regard that 80 minus of 1, that is called the 79 atm is there, and we know the pressure can be there that 79 atmospheric, that 1.013 into 10 to power 5 Pascal is there. So since this is simply the change in the pressure we have. Now here we have the bulk modulus, that is equal to the pressure upon change in fractional change in the volume. So we are just getting the fractional change in the volume, that is equivalent to the ratio of the pressure to the bulk modulus. So we have both the things, and 1 upon B is called the compressibility. Okay, so here we can use the meaning of that value, that mean fractional change in volume can be regarded as delta V upon B is equal to pressure, that is called the 79 atm is equal to that 1.03 into 10 to power 5 Pascal is there, is to be divided by multiplied with the compressibility that comes in the part of that 45.8 into 10 to power minus 11. Okay, so there's the simplest this fractional change in the volume we have in this numerical. Now, how can we make the fractional change in the volume in the part of the density? So, fractional change in volume, that is called the delta V upon V. So, at the part of the surface, we have the more volume, as we are just making the downward situation. So, V minus V dash is the change in the volume we have, and del V is there. So, we are just using the basic formula, density is equal to mass upon volume is there. So we can substitute the meaning of the V is there. So here we are just making the general changes. Density is equal to mass upon volume. So V can be regarded as mass upon density, here we are just making the assumption V dash is equal to mass upon rho dash. Okay, so we are just keeping all the fractions in the formula of the fractional change in the volume. So we are just getting delta V upon V 1 minus rho upon rho dash is there. Okay, so we are just making the separation by transferring the terms in the left hand side. So we are just getting the rho dash is equal to rho upon 1 minus delta V upon V. And now we have the all the values. Okay, so what is the density? That mean at the surface 1.03 into 10 to power, that means 3 is the density we have. Now 1 minus delta V upon V. So what is the delta V upon V? We have, as we are just making the multiplication of that term, so it comes in the part of that 3.665 into 10 to power minus 3. So it comes that rho dash is equal to 1.034 into 10 to power 3 kilogram per of meter cube. So this is the simplest representation of the problem, that how we are just getting the density at the particular depth is there. Now here we have the question number 9.14. Compute fractional change in volume of a glass slab when it is subjected to a hydraulic pressure of 10 atmospheric pressure we have. Okay, so here we have the bulk modulus. That bulk modulus is equal to that P upon delta V upon V. That's simply the meaning of the bulk modulus we have. Now we have to be compute the fractional change in volume. So we are just separating the delta V upon V. That makes the concern of the ratio of the pressure to the bulk modulus. Okay. So we have the basic knowledge that how much pressure we are just subjected to it. 10 atmospheric pressure. 10 into 1.013 into 10 to power 5 Pascal is the meaning of the pressure we have. Now bulk modulus of the glass we have, that having its a value, that is called the 37 into 10 to power 9. Okay, and obviously it's a fractional change, so it don't have the any kind of the unit or the dimension is there. Okay, so it comes in the part of the 2.74 into 10 to power minus 5 is there. Okay, so this is the simplest version of this question. Now question number 9.15, here we have to be compute the volume contraction of a solid copper cube of side 10 centimeter on an edge when subjected to a hydraulic pressure of 7 into 10 to power 6 Pascal. So how can we compute the volume contraction is there? So for the there is a need to be write the bulk modulus formula P upon delta V and multiplied with the V. So volume contraction delta V is that P into V is to be divided by the bulk modulus we have. So we have all the things regarding to the pressure. Pressure is there. We have 7 into 10 to power 6 Pascal along with the volume we have. So length into breadth into height we have. So I'm just writing 10 as 3 times in the part of the volume and centimeter cube, and the centimeter cube makes the concept of 10 to power minus 6 of meter cube we have. Okay, so probably the unit will comes in the part of segment. Okay, now bulk modulus we have, bulk modulus of the copper we have, that is given 140 into 10 to power 9 of Pascal is there, and the unit comes in the part of the volume contraction, that is meter cube or the centimeter cube. Okay, so here we are just solving the fraction is there, so we are just getting 0.05 into 10 to power minus 6 of meter cube is there. Okay, so this is the possible simplest representation of this problem we have. Now the next question, that is called the 9.16. How much should the pressure on a liter of water be changed to compress it to, by the 10%? Okay. So how can we discuss it? Change to compress it. So it's a fractional change we have. So how can we discuss this fractional change? Further again and again we are just writing the formula of the bulk modulus delta V upon V is there. Okay, so so how can we discuss the meaning of the pressure we have? pressure is equal to bulk modulus into fractional change in the volume, and that is subjected to the 10% we have. Okay, so here we are just putting the value, the bulk modulus of the water we have, that is called the 2.2 into 10 is to power 9 is to be multiplied the fractional change of the water that compresses the water, so 10%. So we are just writing the meaning of the 10%. 10 is to be divided by 100. So if you are just making the changes, so it comes in the portion of the uh, pressure we are just getting here, 2.2 into 10 to power 6 Newton per meter square, that is called the Pascal is there. So this is the simplest representation of this problem. Now we have the another problem, that is problem number 9.17. The anvils made of a single, I am reading the statement, anvils made of a single crystals of the diamond with the shape as shown in figure. Okay, this is the anvils we have, and he is saying that these are used to investigate the behavior of the material under very high pressure. Okay, flat faces at the narrow ends of the anvils have the diameter of 0.5 mm. Okay, these anvils having the flat faces having the diameter 0.5 mm, and these are subjected to a compressional force of 50,000 Newton. What is the pressure at the tip of the anvil we have? So we know the easily formula, pressure is equal to force upon area. So we are just putting the force on a flat face, and the area can be regarded from the pi d square by 4. So we are just writing, even you can make the conversion of the diameter into the radius. So I am just writing that area in the part of pi r square. So we can make the easily assumption of the diameter is here. So here I have substitute the value of the diameter. Okay, that means, sorry, radius is there. So I have made the conversion, and I am just getting the meaning of the pressure at the tip of the anvil, that is called the 2.55 into 10 to the power 11 Pascal. So these are the 17 numerical, those I have completed in the 2 lectures. So you must do your work inside your copies and submit it whenever we are just meeting in the school.